And I got way too many feels, way too much emotion. I don't even know what's real. I don't need to get along with your best friend, even better with your family.
What's up, friends, and welcome to today's video. As you can tell, it's going to be a bit of a different video. This is a video that I've had planned for a while now. I just needed to wait until I felt okay doing it. I'm still like pretty nervous and scared to like record this and post it, but obviously if you're watching this, I went through with it. I don't really have a doubt in my mind I'm gonna go through with it. I just want you to kind of understand the seriousness of this for me. So I might be all over the place. It might get rambly. I might have to edit a lot out. I don't know. We're just gonna roll with it and see what happens, but I feel like it's time to speak my truth. It's 2019. I'm starting a new chapter. Life is so good, and it's time for me to just embrace it and really settle into myself and just let you know how I'm feeling. That way you can kind of understand where I'm at, what I've been through, what I'm trying to do. So I think I'm just gonna come out of the gate and just say it. That way, you know, I don't like beating around the bush. I've already wasted a minute and like 20 seconds getting into this, which pisses me off in itself. So like I said, I'm just gonna come out of the gate with it. But if you know, you know, I just graduated law school, and if you are close to me, like very close to me, then you know, which is like not that many people know this. Not even my family knew this until recently, but I don't want to be a lawyer. I am not taking the bar exam, and literally, if you can see the smile on my face, I just feel so much better like putting that out there. And I know that there are people out there who are going to think that is so stupid of me, and I wasted all this time and all this money, and I'm just throwing my life away. And to those people, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you my good vibes, because we just see things differently, and that's okay. Like, if you're happy, I'm happy for you, and I'll let you do your thing. Let me do mine. Like, we can coexist, and life's good. You know what I mean? So I will say, I have not had anybody give me that response, but I truly believe that is because, one, I haven't really told anybody, but two, the people that I surround myself with and the way that I have curated my life this far, it doesn't leave room for those people, right? I have people around me who support me, and even though like a couple people I've told have been like shocked, they're like, oh my gosh, I had no idea, and I'm like, yeah, that's because it was all just like stuck inside me, and they're like, well, good for you, you know what I mean? And here's the deal with the bar exam. This is like my last little disclaimer with like my formal education / legal career opportunity continuum. I can take the bar exam whenever I want. I have a JD, yo. I did the thing, okay? I graduated from law school. I have a JD. I can take the bar exam in 10 years from now if I want, okay? Like, there's no like limit. There are certain pieces of it that I would have to retake if I choose not to take the bar exam in the next 5 years, I believe it is. There's some timelines on there, but who cares? You know, that's not for you to worry about. That's for me to worry about. And I'm done doing shit for other people. Like, I'm done living my life the way that I feel like I'm supposed to. Like, no, dude, life is so short. Life is so much more important than like staying in this little box that people want you to fit in. And ever since I was little, I've always been a little, like, not like a rebel, because I've always done like what I'm supposed to, and I've got good grades, and I've been involved, and I've just been in this box. But always in the back of my mind, I've always just been a little like spiteful. Like, if you tell me to do something, I want to do the immediate opposite, just to show you that like I don't have to do what you're telling me to do, or whatever the case, not you specifically, but like anybody, you know what I mean? So that's where I am. And honestly, what caused all of this is my freaking anxiety that I went through just a few short months ago. And if you've been following along for a while, I don't know, a few months at least, then you know that like I went through some shiz, and I wasn't super vocal about it because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know why I was feeling that way. I had never felt that bad. All I wanted was to get out of it, and I didn't know how. Nobody could help me except myself. And it did not take me long to realize that I don't want to feel like that every day. So I was like, okay, well, something's got to change. And I knew, you can go back and watch my anxiety video, which I will link below and or put in the cards up here, wherever it is. I personally did not want to be medicated. I'm very much a fan of holistic medicine. I know there are wonderful and amazing medicines out there that save lives, and I'm so glad that those exist, and I'm so glad that those are available to the people who need them. However, I prefer to try holistic approaches first, and so I decided to start seeing a therapist, and that's when I started taking CBD oil. And first of all, those changed my life. I literally have it sitting on my desk right here. I just use the 500 milligram peppermint flavor from Soul CBD. I am an affiliate, and the reason I became an affiliate is because this really did change my life. If you have more questions about that, I can make a whole video about this and like go into it another day. But right now I want to focus on me and my message and what I'm trying to share. And that is that I got over everything without the help of medication. And there's nothing, like I said, there's nothing wrong with you if you need medication, or anybody who wants or chooses to use it. That was just kind of my view, and I was like, I'm doing this. So I do still see my therapist. I see her like once a month, just because like I'm so much better now. Like I'm honestly an even better version of myself now that I have gone through all that. And it was honestly the wake-up call I needed, because all of my anxiety, what it came down to was it was surrounding my career decision. And I literally have written in my planner, I'm going to show you this because this is so powerful. When all of this was happening, I always kind of write down like little milestones that happened to me, just kind of in my own mind to look back on in times like these. And so I have here August 31st. This is when things were very bad. I went to coffee with a friend, and out of nowhere, we were just talking about everything, and I was like, I just like word vomited. I was like, I don't think I want to take the bar exam. And I was like, oh my God. She's like, I think your decision's been made. So literally on that day, I wrote decision unintentionally made right there. And I was like, what the heck? Like something just like took over me, which I believe was my subconscious, and just made me say it. And the more I said it, and the more I put it out there, like even right now, just like, I feel like I'm just like exhaling all this anxiety, and it feels so good. Like the more I said it, the more I was like settling into myself, like getting into my zone. You'll hear me talking about like my zone a lot, and I think what it's typically referred to is alignment. I'm trying to stay in my zone of alignment. And yo, the bar exam is not in there. It's just not, okay? Not right now. We're putting a pin in the legal career, and we'll save it for later, maybe, okay? That's what I'm saying. But then, okay, so if you flip the page to next week, I met with my bar prep professor because yes, I was in a bar prep class this semester. So a lot of people were like confused. They're like, are you studying for the bar? Like, what are you doing? Well, I was trying to be proactive and take a bar prep class first. And so whatever, I met with my bar prep professor, and everybody at the law school that I talked to, in terms of staff and faculty, were so supportive. It's amazing. They're so open-minded. And again, I have nothing bad to say about my law school experience. I truly did enjoy it. Like, yeah, law school sucks, but like it is what you make of it. Like, I love the people I met, staff, faculty, students alike. I loved my experience. I was the president of 2 organizations. I competed on the mock trial team. I learned a lot, a freaking lot. And not even just like, oh, what's a criminal assault charge mean? No, I mean, I learned how the world works, and I wouldn't change it for a second. I don't have any regrets. I don't ever wish I could go back in time and not have gone to law school. I don't wish that at all, because I wanted the JD, I got it. I wasn't ever going to like drop out or quit or whatever. But anyways, back to this. I met with my bar prep professor, and that day I wrote decision fully made. So that was September the 5th. Now, let me just explain. If you've already watched my anxiety video, then you know this, but during that time, I would be sitting in a chair and my resting heart rate would be 130, 140, 150, just so high up there. And I can always feel like the anxiety like in my throat. Like I feel it like in my throat and like in my chest. I had like a weight on my chest. It got so bad that I would be like paralyzed. It was so bad. Like I would be standing in the shower terrified to move, or laying in my bed terrified to move. Like the best way I can describe it, and if you've been through it, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, but it's like you're constantly in fight or flight. even though you're sitting in a room and you know you're safe, your body is just like, we got to get out of this. And you can't get out of yourself, right? Like it's terrible. I wouldn't wish anxiety on anyone, not a single person. Oh my gosh. And so eventually it got bad enough where I was having to leave class multiple times to like walk outside, take a lap. I was on the edge of panic attacks so often. And one day it just got bad enough where I was in class and I was having chest pains. Every time I took a deep breath, my heart rate was super high. I did not feel right. And I was like, I think I need to go. I thought I was having a heart attack. So I leave class and everybody, I didn't like make a big scene, but my friends who were like sitting, you know, close to me, they were like, yo, are you good? Like, are you okay? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. So I went to urgent care and I'm just a mess. I'm crying. I'm upset. They do EKGs. I have labs done later that week, like whatever. And they're like, everything is like, you're fine. It's literally just anxiety. And they said it in a more endearing way than that. They weren't like, you know, shitting on me or anything, but that's what it came down to. And I was like, that's it. That is it. I am not living like this anymore. I'm figuring this out. Okay. And let me just say, no man is an island, because that's what I thrive on. I thrive on being super independent, super self-sustaining, not needing anyone else. I find it very hard to ask for help. And this whole experience kind of kicked me right in the bunghole and was like, you need help and it's okay to ask for help. So that's what I did. I went to it there. I talked to like my support system around me who I felt safe enough to disclose this to. And they all said the same thing. Like, you know, you need probably to talk to a professional, like a therapist, a third party, unbiased individual. And I was like, cool. So I went to the therapist, and as soon as I fully made that decision where I was like, I'm not taking the bar. Like, I don't have to take the bar. Like, I could be done in December. I was like, that's it. Like, I just settled like right into my zone. Okay. Right into my zone. And it has taken me, you know, that was almost exactly 3 months ago. And throughout this entire time, I've just been working on like trying to like open myself up a little bit more and like share it with this person and share it with this person and like share it a little bit more. And I don't even have a huge following on social media whatsoever, but I feel very connected to the people who do keep up with me. And I think a lot of people, you know, law school is a big deal. That's a doctorate degree. Like, I pretty much just did one of the hardest things a human can do. And everybody's so proud and so excited. And I'm proud of myself and I'm excited too. But I just don't want to feel like I'm disappointing anybody, or like I don't want to be responsible. Like, I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. And to be quite honest with you, I really don't give a fuck. Like, I'm finally to the point where I'm like, I'm filming this video, right? Like, I'm telling you. But it's just been a long 3 months, I guess you could say. It hasn't been that bad since 3 months ago. But yeah, that's just kind of where I've been, what I've been feeling, what I've been working through. And obviously I'm not going to talk about that kind of thing every day on Instagram, especially, or YouTube, when a substantial portion of my immediate family did not know until Christmas time, just now. So they're all super supportive. There's like a couple individuals that I'm like, well, they probably kind of wonder what the hell I'm doing. But for the most part, my family is very open-minded, and my immediate close family is so supportive. Like, they know, and I know, I can do anything. Like I said, I just did one of the most difficult things a human could do. And I'm like, yo, if I can make it through law school and do everything else I was doing between competing and coaching and everything, like, yo, I can do anything. I can do anything. And there's no reason that you shouldn't have the same mindset. You can do anything. If you are unhappy in your job, in your relationship, whatever you're doing in your day-to-day life, if that doesn't feel good to you, if it doesn't feel like it's in your zone, get the fuck out of it. Get out of it. Life is too short. And honestly, one of the first people who listened to me and was so supportive was my coach. And one thing he said to me that really resonated and I have clung on to is, you have to protect your energy. Your energy is yours and yours alone, and it is limited. You do not have an infinite amount of it. So whatever you're putting your energy into, it better deserve it, and you better feel good about it. You know what I mean? That's just how I see things. I could ramble on and on and on about all of this, and I plan on incorporating more of this, you know, just sharing me, like, holy shit, it's all out there now. Like, here we are. I want to share more of that because I think being authentic on the internet is a really good thing, and it helps you attract, you know, your people. And I love social media. I know a lot of people shit on it and they think that they have to voice like negative opinions, whatever. My thing is, you create your own happiness. I don't care if you think that's cliche, if you don't think it's true. It is true. You create your own happiness. You choose who you spend your time with. You choose what you put your energy into. You choose what you do every day. And if you think that you're not choosing, then you need to take a step back, figure out why you feel that way, remove yourself, get back in your zone, and curate the life you want, okay? And that all goes hand in hand with the law of attraction, which if you think that's a little woo-woo, that's fine. I used to be there too. But I'm telling you, the law of attraction is so wild. Like, once you start to notice it in your life, there's no turning back. You cannot stop. And then you start to realize everything is a choice. And I'm going to be happy. I want to create my own happiness. Don't seek it somewhere else. Don't seek it in another person, another place, another thing, another job, another car, another pet. Don't do that. Just create it. Create it. You can create anything. And so that's just where I am. Obviously, I'm like riled up a little, you know. I told you I could go on and on about this. Like, this is why I need a podcast, because I freaking talk so much. But you know what? That's fine. If you're watching this, you're a real one. I'm so happy that you're still watching. And like, I know I always say, oh, sending you all my good vibes. Like, I appreciate you. That's because that's real. I am all about good vibes. Let me, good vibes only. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of my, word vomit from my soul for today. And I think I'll just wrap it up with, like, you know, what's next for me? What is the next chapter? Here's the thing. We don't ever know, but I think that's where the real fun comes in, is with uncertainty. Like, if we always knew the future, like, life would be not that cool. You know what I mean? Like, especially right now, everyone's reflecting on, you know, where they were a year ago, everything we learned in 2018. I think it's awesome to do that first, and then also think about a year from now, looking back to now, like, what all is going to happen? Like, where am I going to go? Where am I going to be? Like, that's so exciting. And my answer, you know what my answer is to that? Wherever the fuck I want to go and wherever the fuck I want to be. Because, again, life's too short to settle and think you're stuck anywhere, okay? So I'm here to show you. I'm here to show you that you can create your own happiness. You can do what you want, and you are not stuck anywhere. I feel like I am finally just, like, my free spirit can come out, because I've just been hiding for so long, like, in my own body and in my own schedule and just, like, around people. Like, I have to be quiet and, like, pretend that I'm, like, fitting in this little box. And I cannot tell you how good it feels to be free of that. Like, I could literally cry happy tears because it feels so good. Do I have a salary right now? No. Like, do I have a lot of money in my bank account? No. Do I have a lot of student debt? Yes. Do I have, like, a hella lot of student debt? Yes. But to anybody who's like, oh, well, how are you going to pay that off? I don't fucking know. It'll get paid off. They're making money off me. They don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I just want to be in my zone of alignment. I want to be free, and I want to be happy. I want to go places that make me happy and do things that fulfill me. That's what I'm here to show you. That's what this year is going to be. And shit's gonna get wild. There's gonna be highs, there's gonna be lows, and you know what? I'm here for all of it. Don't care how cliche that sounds. No, I always say it, but I'm speaking it from the heart, I'm speaking it from the soul, and I'm speaking my truth. So, what's next for me? I really, truly do enjoy fitness coaching. I am looking to expand my personal brand. I love social media. I love Instagram. I love YouTube. I love creating content. I love connecting with people through these platforms who are like-minded. They see the world the way I do. That's how I curate my life. I want like-minded people around me, and that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, honestly, that's where I feel called to be. And if you feel called in a completely different direction than the one that you are currently heading in, or the current path that you are on, there is a reason. I ignored it for too long, okay? I felt my passion for fitness for years before that anxiety hit. And you know what my therapist says? Feelings are very persistent. They'll sit there and they'll poke you, and they'll keep poking you. And you can kick them away, and you can suppress them, and just keep pushing that shit down. For years, I did it for years, but eventually it's gonna come out and it's gonna hit you so fucking hard because you ignored it for too long. And I don't want anybody to go through what I went through. So like I said, if you're feeling called in a different direction, if you're feeling something, there is a reason. Listen to it. Listen to it. Try and just open your mind, open your consciousness, figure out what the heck, you know, your mind, your body, God, the universe, your soul, whatever it is that you believe in, try and figure out what it's telling you, because there's a reason and there's no point in ignoring it anymore. We all deserve to be free and happy and living our best, okay? So yeah, hopefully all of this makes sense to you. I know there's probably like 1,400 things that I forgot and could have said, but otherwise I just kind of wanted to give you a heads up for like where I am right now and just let you know that I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what's happening. And even though I'm supposed to be like on this perfect path and I set myself up for all this perfect success to like make so much money and be so successful, not worth it. Not worth it when you feel as bad as I did. So again, I'm here to show you the ups, the downs, the real life shit, how I'm going to make myself happy, because we're only getting older, you know what I mean? So yeah, with that, I'm just gonna wrap it up. This video is over 20 minutes. I knew it, but we didn't hit like 25 or 30 minutes. So, you know, pat on the back for that one. Anyway, I just want to say truly, if any of this resonated with you, drop a comment, send me a DM, contact me. I would love to chat with you if you're feeling this way. And what's ironic is a lot of people that I know do feel this way and they're scared to say it. And I'm like, take my hand. I will lead you to the light side. Okay, I got you. I got you. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap the video up here, but as always, if you watched until now, I am taking all my good vibes, sending them your way. If you could give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell before you leave, that would be dope, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!